Long live FooLy. Clap back with your boy. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button and drop a like on the video and support them streets, baby. Holla.
E FooLy is the truth.
You gonna learn today.
What is happening in YouTube? Y'all know me, E FooLy. Division 2, man. And if you're on the fence about getting this game, I don't even know what I'm gonna title this video. If you're on the fence about getting this game, think fucking again. Like, this game, wow. And I mean, I'm not even talking about the campaign. I'm not even talking about the story. Hell, I don't even know what the fucking story is. I was just running through missions trying to get to my 30. But that's not 2019. The gamer community of the day, we don't give a fuck about no goddamn campaign. I don't give a fuck about the story. I don't give a fuck why I'm here. I just care about the environment, you know what I'm saying, the loot, everything leading up to it, you know what I'm saying, the mobs, the different characters, and a continuation of the game. And I gotta give it to them, man. Division did it, bro. Ubisoft, like, god damn. Like, the game is different. For those who don't know, you know, you can't really compare it to Division 1 because Division 1, they wanted it to be a cover shooter, but they didn't do it. I mean, they did it, but they didn't make it fully, I guess, of how they wanted it to be or incorporate how they wanted it to go. But this game is completely a cover shooter. For instance, the med kits or the armor kits in this category. As soon as you use one, you're stuck until you finish using it. With that being said, though, you gotta be in cover to use it. You're just not gonna stand out in the open. And a lot of the skills that are used, they're like, you have to aim them. You have to manually use them, meaning you have to be in cover for it. So it's a lot of little tweaks and changes they made it to where you have to be in cover if you want to do certain things, which I don't mind. At first I was like, man, this is bullshit, fuck these niggas. But now I'm like, man, this game is actually alright. You know what I'm saying? The graphics, and I just got to the end game, and I'm just like, now, like, all this other, and this is how it's supposed to be. Like, I feel like once you hit that max level, not quote unquote gear score, but once you hit that max level as far as XP earned, the game should change. You see what I'm saying? You should see difference. And I feel like, man, I'm not gonna badmouth Anthem, but they really need to take a page out of this book, because once you get there, now it's all this other shit to do. You see what I'm saying? Now they have a whole new mob that's been invaded. And I really don't want to spoil it for people, but if you played the beta, the motherfuckers, I forget their name, the motherfuckers that was in the beta when they did the in-game preview, with all the robots that are like really high tech, that's the in-game mob. But now, to keep you going, like, you have these settlements, of course, if anybody's played it, you have these settlements that are kind of just like, I can't even really compare it to the first game. They're kind of like the real safe houses, because they don't have anything for sale in the actual safe house. This is more like a spawning point, but these right here actually have vendors and things. These are kind of, I want to say, like, upgraded safe houses. But now, since they've invaded, a random settlement can be under the Black Tusk control, and you have to go back and capture it. And I'm like, wow, man. So the game is always moving, so to speak. And now they've redid every fucking, like, not every mission, but most of every mission, and put the Black Tusk in it. And you have to go back through and play through the game. And I'm like, just blown. And I haven't even got to the Dark Zone. That's what I'm saying. Everybody was worried about the Dark Zone and leveling up. That was not the optimal way of leveling up. You wanted to get to 30 as fast as you could. Going to the Dark Zone, I wasn't going to get gear I was going to use now. For instance, like, all my gear, shit, it's talking about the gear score. And yeah, okay, so back the world tiers, if anybody didn't know, they had like 1 through 5 on Division 1, and it was gear score based. So based on my gear score, I'm only at world tier 1, which is fine. But if you look at the gear, if you look at my gear, all the shit I got at level 2920 is 250, and that's base coming out the game. Everything else, like lower level, look at this. Like, why would I use it? You see what I'm saying? So why would I go to the dark zone? That makes no sense to me. If I'm gonna get gear then I'm not gonna use in game. That makes sense. But yeah, if you're really on the fence about it, I just suggest you either content share or get the game. Quit being a cheap ass. Get the goddamn game. It is absolutely worth it, especially for those who like shooter looters, because Anthem was supposed to be a shooter looter and it's just fucking garbage. Like, since this game came out, it's probably gonna have to be a lot of updates to Anthem before I go back to it, if I decide to go back to it. I'm gonna take Anthem as an L on my part, that I actually spent the money for it. I wish I could get my money back. I would, and just like this game, like Destiny, probably not gonna go back to that for a while until they bring back like Vault of Glass or some shit. But this game right here deserves my attention, so it's going to get it in full. Yeah, make sure if you want to join the clan. Just for some reason I had it under European and people were having trouble finding it. But now you can actually search it. It's under North America region, and just type in Watchmen, one word, Watchmen, and you'll find it. Join it. You get extra loot, weekly caches for being in a clan, so it's really good to have a clan. Other than that, make sure you rate, comment, subscribe. Give Division 2 a chance, man. Clap it up for them, for real.